Hello everyone and welcome to another React video. My name is Draven and today's request comes from our Buy Me a Coffee page where user Bluebonnet Bob bought us 5 coffees, which is super generous. Bob, thank you very much. And they go on to say, "Hi Draven, let's do another MS Fab 4 performance. They just dropped a freaking great tribute to Linkin Park's What I've Done. Please react." And there's the link. Bob, thank you once again for those 5 coffees. Just a quick rundown on the Buy Me a Coffee page, QR code up there, link in the description. And how it works is if you go there and you support the channel by buying us a coffee, we'll put your song on a list. We'll get to it at some point. And if you buy 2 or more, like Bob did right here, we'll bump it right up to the front of the line and get that out as soon as possible. We just did another Mission Souls song, I think it was last week, and for us to just pump out another one is not usually how we do things, but as are the rules of the coffee, we are doing that again with Mission Souls. So Bob, thank you again for doing that. I appreciate it. What I've done is probably top 5 Linkin Park songs for me personally. I just really love it. I was there when the Transformers movies were coming out, and this was one of the songs to promote that, and it just fit so well. And it's just one of those songs that always just sounds awesome, and I love listening to it. I listen to it to this day, and I'm excited to see what the kids do with it. I know it's going to be nothing short of awesome because these kids are just stupidly good. I'm excited to check this one out. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hype up the video before you head out if you feel like I deserve it. And with that being said,
shut up, Draven.
Let's go. Oh, is he hitting the stand? Song.
In this farewell, there's no blood, there's no alibi, 'cause I've drawn regret from the truth of 1,000 lies. So let mercy come and wash away what I've done.
The Michael Bay phone thing. Awesome. That's great. Whoa. That's new.
While I clean this slate with the hands of uncertainty, so let mercy come and wash away what I've done. I'll face myself to cross out what I've become, erase myself and let go of what I've done. I start again.
Everybody gets a turn?
Whatever they may come, today this ends. I'm forgiving what I've done. I'll face myself
Amazing.
to cross out what I've become, erase myself and let go of what
Yo, that was awesome. All right, that was Mission Souls covering Linkin Park. Let's go talk about it. I'm gonna do something very, very rare on a Mission Souls video. I'm gonna start with a little bit of a negative. And I would have to assume the greater population, if they're being very honest with themselves, can probably admit this wasn't Stacy's top performance. Like, obviously, she's still very, very good. And I'm always gonna have a bias anyway when it comes to Chester Bennington. Like, you could actually dig Chester back up and bring him back to life and have him perform, and I'll still be like, yeah, but it's not Chester Bennington though, you know. So I'm always just gonna put him at a higher standard. But I think, to me, it didn't really sound like Stacy found her footing anywhere when she was able to get up to the higher parts. That was fantastic. That's where she lives. Like, that's where she's very, very good. I think the lower parts on this one, she was kind of like here at one point, there at one point, there at one point kind of thing. There was no like real consistency in it. But I mean, she was still very, very good. Like, I couldn't do it, but I just feel like it wasn't her best performance. And even that being said, it was still very, very good. However, what we did get, and what I'm assuming none of you were ready for, and I know I wasn't, was Nisha hopping in on vocals and having a little solo moment for herself. And then Nasus jumping in on vocals and having a little solo moment for herself. And at the same time, Stacy, at least it seemed on the first watch, I'll have to, you know, in the editing probably get a better picture, but I think she took over kind of the guitar solo duties instead of just playing kind of rhythm. She was the one doing the main picking. I was more focused on Nasus at the time because that's so out of left field. I've never seen her, at least I don't think, singing lead like this. So that was very, very cool to see. And obviously Nisha and Nasus, they have fantastic voices as well. And hopefully we get some more of that in the future, because that was cool. I was half waiting for Ice to just drop a mic down and start singing a part on his own, but maybe next time. That would have been just too funny. And speaking of funny, the Michael Bay kind of thing on the phone in the picture-in-picture, it caught the corner of my eye, but man, that made me laugh. That was such a good little thing to throw in there. If you know the memes, you know. But yeah, this was very, very cool. Again, it's incredible that these 4 kids can just pull off all of these crazy covers done by grown-ass adults with years and years and decades of training and planning and all that good stuff. And they can just kind of mimic it one-to-one and change it a little bit as well, so to make it their own, which is very, very cool. I really enjoyed this. Hopefully that one little piece of negative at the start doesn't make you guys freak out and like want to kill my channel. I was just being honest. I don't think it was her best performance, but again, that being said, still very, very, very good. We all know what she's capable of doing, so I'm not even gonna let this affect my judgment of the band at all. Feel free to disagree with me. I know some of you will, and that's perfectly fine. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this reaction, and if you did, like the video, subscribe to the channel, hype it up, and let me know if there's another Mission Souls song you want me to check out, if there's another band entirely or artist entirely that you want me to check out. I'm always looking for new music. And Bluebonnet Bob, thank you once again for requesting this one. And in the meantime, YouTube thinks you're gonna like this one, so go check that out. And as always, we'll see you at the next one.